What's up, what's up, what's up? I'm Rebecca, and this is Rapacious Reads. Wow, that's a terrible intro. I should take that out, but I'm not gonna. Hey, ladies and gents, how you doing? Today, I'm gonna be doing the small booktuber book tag. Maybe it's not a book tag. And I was tagged by Summer over at Tales of Adventure, and she is friggin' awesome, so you should check her out. Also, recently learned, okay, I thought this was super interesting and I just had to tell you about it. So I was reading about a translation of the Marquis de Sade's 120 Days of Sodom, and because it was originally written in French, right? And they were talking about translating the dirty words into appropriate slang in English. And frig apparently means to masturbate. It's not a replacement word for fuck. Who knew? Who knew? But yeah, they were talking about how téton, should it be translated into tits or breasts or boobs, and they decided that it depended if it was in dialogue or in actual context. But moving on to the small booktuber tag. Okay, come on. Let's get on track here, people. Number 1, introduce yourself. So this is Rapacious Reads. Welcome to my kingdom. I am the Lord and Master, Rebecca. Let's see, I have a Bachelor of Science. I would consider myself to be a biologist. I also am like 90% done my Master's of Information Studies, which means that I am essentially a librarian. However, I don't think I'm going to be working in a public library or the context that you would normally associate with librarians. So, librarian by education, but not by trade. Okay? That's trademark. That's my catchphrase. Don't take it. Anything else? I have 3 little brothers. I'm from a remote rural town, and I'm really used to the cold because I'm Canadian, and I'm from like the north. So, moving right along. Come on, keep it on track. 2. How long have I been on Booktube? I would say 3.5 months. 3.5 months. That is the length of time. Yes, I started December 1st of 2017. Although, technically, I created the channel on November 23rd, 2017, which is really nice because 23 is my favorite number. And me, my mom, and my grandma all have birthdays on the 23rd. It's kind of a magical number. What types of videos do I make? So, I'm experimenting constantly. I like to make skit videos, however, I feel like I need another person to hold the camera for me. Also, I would like to go outside, and it's currently snowing. So, I would say expect more, like, acting videos in the future. Not now. I do tag videos. I'm also working on some reviews because the reason I started this channel was to go more in depth with my reading and like be able to remember a book 5 years later and like go back and watch the video and say, oh yeah, that's what I thought of that. I thought that was really weird when that happened. So it's kind of like a reading journal for myself. Any other videos? Was there any other kind? I don't think so. What do I love about Booktube? I like the I like the intellectual like conversation that I can have and the depth of conversation. I especially in my dissing Shakespeare videos, I love the intelligent conversation about culture and context and what creates culture and how people from diverse backgrounds and countries and continents can comment on that and share their experience. So I guess intellectual stimulation is what I like about Booktube. What types of books do I read? Well, there's a heavy dose of romance. Let me tell you right now. I also read a lot of classics, both Greek, and just like really old books. I do like Greeks. I should read some more. Anything else? I like poetry. I just got Karyotype. And I think poetry is like the one genre that I'm willing to read like modern versions of things. I have read some like what do you call literary fiction. I read The Portable Veblen. Didn't think it was great. I don't tend to get along with literary fiction, but I like saying that I've read it, so you know. And oh yeah, and I read some fantasy because I need something to talk about with my boyfriend because we have nothing else in common. Okay. What is my favorite video that I've made? And it has to be my Duchess of Malfi video. I sort of like act out like a short version of the play, and I get to be like very dramatic, and I don't have to restrain myself, and I enjoy the stage. It calls to me. Okay, now my job is to tag 4 small booktubers. My burden that I carry with pride. Okay, so first I'm gonna tag Yogi with a book because I think she has great taste. So there you go. I'm going to tag Bean the bookologist because she's a biologist, and her name isn't Bean, it's Hannah, so just so you know. She's into YA, which, you know, I do have hidden a bit behind my my second stack of books. Shh, don't tell people. I'm gonna tag Booking Forward to It, who is an Australian booktuber. And judging from her interests, I'm gonna say she's pre-med. She seems to have that streak. And then I'm gonna also tag Bookishly Nerdy, which is Kelsey. So, farewell. I have to sneeze. The Small Booktuber Tag.